guys, it's a History Nerd, and we are back with another exciting episode of Crusader Kings 2, Eastern Roman Empire. Well, where we last left off, we had split the Seljuks in twain, leaving this section ripe for picking and conquest, and hopefully giving ourselves enough strength to perhaps go after the Myrmidons. Of course, I am expecting more than one crusade. And Scotland is still kicking around with, it would appear to be quite a lot in the way of military strength here, of course. Norway's involved, Gwyned's involved, the Hashemite Emirates involved, a place called Palooza. Never heard of Palooza. Lollapalooza, but anyway, completely irrelevant. Taking a look at our son-in-law's little war. Things aren't looking all that good for Castile, although, yeah, they're, it looks like they may have lost a battle there. I'm not exactly sure why those guys are showing red when 3 of the 4 armies stacked there are blue, or what is indeed going on there. I'm not sure. Regardless, it looks like Castile actually has a handle on that war, which is good. Yeah, it's seeming, and it's completely off topic, but it is seeming like a bit of a broken record, if you will. And if you don't understand that reference, heck, even a skipping CD doesn't sound about right. But I do apologize for the lack of videos. This house thing is slowly coming to an end, but it is going to be taking up a lot of my time throughout the course of the month of July. Hopefully, by the end of the month, I will be settled and ready to get back to doing more videos more often, I hope. I will be out in the boonies in a town of less than 8,000 people, which, if you put it in EU4 terms, oh dear, my other son-in-law, for the heir, died without giving dear Maria here a, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? A kid. Regardless, we do have a son heir now, so, I still prefer to do a matrilineal marriage, I've got to admit. And, you know, relatively decent when it comes to stats, and preferably orthodox, if I'm honest. So let's take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. This guy's looking pretty good, and he will accept a matrilineal marriage. Right. Matrilineally? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it up. Might be able to get... Well, no, we won't be able to get any sort of claims or anything like that. Anyway, yeah, so I'm moving to a town less than 1,000 people. In EU4 terms, that means it's a colony. It's not even a fully functioning province. Good, thank you. So, you know, there's not going to be that much to do. I imagine, I can see myself doing more videos while I'm there. I hope, anyway. Time will tell. The future is unseen and unknown. But, that's kind of my hopes and dreams there. What religion are you guys? You are Catholic, so I don't think I can do a religious declaration of war. Indeed, I cannot. Oh, but you are not even independent. We gotta go for the king of the Pechengs, who's actually not even all that big. Basically, what I'm looking for is, because this land in Wallachia here belongs to me, I'd like to get the rest of Wallachia. I think that makes sense. At least the Duchy of Wallachia. Perhaps not the Kingdom of Wallachia, such as life. It has been brought to your attention that the large garden outside your castle is frankly a mess. Last week, one of your courtiers got lost in the wilderness, and the man did not emerge for 2 days. Tackling this gardening problem head-on could be an excellent project with which to improve your stewardship. Yep. A mysterious Jewish man has offered his services at your court. He is well versed in feudal court intrigue and has a past as both a mercenary and a spy. If he can be trusted, he could very well prove to be an indispensable asset in your court. Let's check you out, Gershom. It's doubtful that you'll be replacing Nicopherius here. Oh my. But that intrigue skill. And you kind of like me. Dare I give Thrake to someone outside of my lineage? No, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. You are quite the military leader, Sarang. It's a shame we can't convert you. Anyway, 22 compared to 14, 15, like that is a big jump. I think we're just gonna have to do it. Our vassals like us enough. If we take a look at opinions, the lowest opinion is 38. And they're the two Muslims, so, you know, there's going to be a malice there because we don't see eye to eye when it comes to the world of religion, and I don't think either of these guys... Oh, you would accept a conversion? Malta? Hey, look at that, there we go. Religious unity is back to 100%. That is great news. Now let's just check the realm itself. Religious unity is not at 100%. That is for true. Well, we'll work on that as time goes by. Mission to Cairo has been a success. That is excellent news. I want to keep that going because keeping the Muradids relatively friendly should allow us to continue punching on the Seljuks. The Knights of St. John. A decree has been issued confirming the formation of a new religious military order, the Knights of St. John. The Knights, who have already protected and cared for sick pilgrims in Jerusalem for some time, now have the full weight of the Catholic Church behind them. Pious Catholic rulers may call on their support, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Doesn't really affect us. And thankfully they won't be coming to us looking for lands. Now the only thing I'm not sure of is the existence of an Orthodox holy order, and I certainly hope there is one. I guess time will tell. We'll see it pop up when it pops up. Now the question is, do I want to go to war okay. We'll finish up the garden first. Together with your gardeners, you have redesigned your castle garden into a more manageable form. You've organized the digging of a small canal system to help keep your plants watered. The weeds have been removed, and the hedge maze now actually has an exit. The skeletal remains strewn about the maze's dead ends have also been cleared out. That's wonderful. We're a gardener. So, what I'm looking at, if we take a look at this lady, who is the vassal of a duke, if we give her Severin, which will give us 2/3 of the land in Wallachia, I do believe. How can I see the lands that make up you? I know I've seen it before. I will figure out a way to do that at some other time. Regardless, if we take Severin here and grant it to the Countess, we can probably make her a Duchess. Usurping this, making her a Duchess, and removing this guy's little fingers over on this side, and just sort of even the realm out a bit. So let's just make sure who have we got here. Countess Stoyanka. I like it. You there, sir. We have issues. Declare war. I wonder if they've got any, you know, sort of relations or allies or whatever. Probably doesn't matter, to be honest. We'll do that. Send that demand, and we'll use our retinue right now. I think that should be good enough. Yeah, we'll throw in the captain of the Rangian Guard and just move him up into Turnu here and see what... Hey, we are doing great things. Let's go with intrigue. Intrigue would probably be best. And I doubt we'll get to military. You'll probably be dead before then. We could call in the 345. 345. Not worth risking it. And really, we shouldn't need Castile's help in a war like this. This should be a fairly easy war to win. The majority of the population in Tripoli. Okay, I think I am actually... Oh, no, I'm not actively converting there. Okay. Keep doing your work then, Patriarch. It is appreciated. So we've got 1,000 men. We'll have about 1,500 men to have to worry about here. That is a very big river to deal with a crossing penalty. We will not take any losses. Okay, that is good. So how the heck are we going to get there? No matter what we do, we're crossing rivers. But I'm guessing from Berlad might be the best bet. I don't know if marching up through there is actually... Because this river just looks like a normal river, whereas the Danube and the Dniester are big rivers, which will probably, I believe, can't be more vague than that, give me a crossing penalty. Okay, thank you. And as it stands, we did take a bit of a crossing penalty, but nothing that bad. In the meantime, in between time, let's raise my personal levies and actually use these guys to siege down the lands we want, while we use my retinues to just sort of keep this army at bay. If Khan Kostas here wants to attack, he's crossing the big river while we recoup our losses. No, you're not. Just be keeping an eye, making sure they don't cross over, and let's see. You need to resign, and Manuel, you're looking pretty good, but what I want is a siege leader, and I don't believe I've got one. Cavalry, organizer, inspiring cavalry. We got a lot of cavalry leaders. Heavy infantry. Midas touched. It doesn't look like we've got any sort of siege leader. That's fine, so we'll just leave Manuel leading this thing. He is unpredictable. That means something. Wow, I had no idea the garrison in Galaz here was so small. This will be a great victory in no time for the Empire. Chariot races are scheduled to be held soon at the Hippodrome. 8 charioteers from the traditional blue and green teams will be competing for glory on the track. You may choose to throw your weight behind one of these factions and bet on them in show of support. Always back the greens. The green team lost after a nail-biting final lap. To the cheers of the crowd, the triumphant blue charioteer makes a victory lap. As he passes your seat, he flashes you a gloating smile and gives you a little wave. Fortunately, your quick-thinking servants remove your wine cup before you hurl it at him. That little... Loss of 25 prestige and 25 gold? What is this? It's insanity. Thankfully, such trifling losses are nothing for the Basilios. Well, the ducats might be, but the prestige just doesn't matter. Alright, so we've secured Galaz. That is excellent. And as much as I would love to take Trigavosti here, we'll just have to take that later. Meanwhile, at the Imperial Palace, you are enjoying a late supper at the Great Palace in Constantinople, sampling some new wines brought in from the provinces, when the sound of a distant explosion is heard. Windows shatter and the chandelier above begins to sway as the shockwave hits a second later. Dust trickles down from the roof, and to your dismay, some of it lands in your wine. Wine, not wine. You hurry to a balcony overlooking the city and see an intense fire burning at one of the warehouses by the docks. The nearby water in the Golden Horn is also ablaze, and the fire has already spread to several ships in the busy inlet. While their crews are in the process of abandoning them, the harbor area is rocked by a flurry of smaller explosions from the burning warehouse. We need to investigate this. And more wine. The next day, after the fire is finally burned out, you inspect the ruins of your warehouse with your bodyguards. You learn from your advisors that this building housed the primary stockpile of liquid fire, or Greek fire, as it is commonly referred to outside the Empire. This slow-burning liquid can set This slow-burning liquid can set water itself aflame and has delivered Constantinople safely from more than one siege. The damage done to the warehouse and harbor area is the least of your concerns, however. No traces of the liquid's formula, a closely guarded Byzantine state secret since the 7th century, or the alchemists who were working in the warehouse. Without them or the formula, your supply of liquid fire has been cut off. My dear, no. No, no, no. We need liquid fire. Yeah, sure. Take my 11 ducats and use them as you see fit to improve the economy of the realm. Oh good, Albania has been converted to the Orthodox faith. That makes me happy. We're not focusing on Albania. We are working on Baalbek. But Albania being transferred or converted is a good thing. So we're slowly making inroads. Thankfully. I have to say, one of the great things of the AI in Crusader Kings 2 is it seems the armies have learned not to continually sort of cross. It's been a thing with most Paradox games. If as the army of Concostus here tried to get into Burlad, it's not appropriate, thank you. You know, crossed over, I move my army and he stops. A lot of the times in the Paradox game, that would be a continual thing. So I don't know why it's not true in Crusader Kings 2, but I certainly do appreciate it. The majority of the population in Baalbek has been converted. That is exactly what I've been waiting for. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's take a look at the religious map view, and everything is looking good over here. We need to start working on this area, and I think the first place we're going to go is Azerbaijan, just to sort of create a bridge of orthodoxy to connect poor Shirvan here to the rest of the religious empire. Excellent. People in Cairo still love us. You have no claims. I guess you might. No, probably not. Strange reports have surfaced of a pirate fleet in the Black Sea. If witnesses are to believe, the pirates burn those who will not surrender with a sea fire, spewed forth from the prows of their galleys. Could it be that these pirates have somehow obtained the formula for liquid fire? If this critical weapon enters widespread use by the enemies of the Empire, we will lose a decisive edge. The Magus Du has drawn up a plan to dispatch a small naval task force to the Black Sea, which will seek out and capture these brigands. Your spy master has suggested an alternate plan, however. Spies will be planted in every major port around the whole sea until they manage to infiltrate the gang and uncover their secret hideout. Send the spies! We've got a very good Jewish spy master who's even gained a point since earning his position. I think he'll be able to figure out what's going on in the Black Sea. One can only hope. Excellent. You are a younger daughter. I don't think I need to really worry about matrilineal marriages for you. So what we need is perhaps the Grand Prince of Kiev? Let's just see. Is there a way? You have sons. You do. So that would at least get our family name in there, but I'm not really sure that that is the best way to go about it. Oh, okay. I guess you've been around for a while there, Mr. Fjord. No heirs, though. I guess he would be an heir. Okay, well, then, my dear, we will just find you... the Duke of Transylvania. That might be helpful. Duke of Kent, Duke of Bavaria... Sicily... I guess, you know, honestly, Sicily wouldn't be a bad thing to have as an ally. So let's go ahead and do that. Again, I don't want to take the Byzantine lands in Italy, but that doesn't mean that we can't be friends with Sicily. Alright, we're done here. We haven't really recouped the losses, but we'll go fling ourselves at those guys. News has arrived from the Black Sea. One of your spies succeeded in infiltrating the pirate fleet and has spent the past month as an oarsman on one of their galleys. What a shitty job. Information about the origins of their miraculous sea fire was apparently restricted to the ranking officers, and he never did manage to learn the location of their hideout. There is good news, however. He brought a prisoner with him when he escaped from their fleet, a woman named Eleni. Your spy tells you this old hag has quite the temperament, and that she claims to be the wife of the pirate king himself, a man named Kirillus. If this is true, you may have gained a hostage worth her weight in gold. Treat her well, we may need her, guards. Alright, gain another intrigue. I like it. Hack 'em down, lads. Good work. Oh, good. And we captured a mare. It is wonderful. Now, I would imagine this army is going to turn tail and run back, try and recoup their losses and get things sorted that way. My dear daughter, whoa, who are you? Duchess of Tripoli. Okay, let's just check your stats here. Yeah, that'll be fine. Done deal. Just had to make sure she was Orthodox and Greek and you know, all those things. A letter was found this morning nailed to the doors of the great palace. It appears to have been written in blood, presumably from the dead palace guard left impaled on a spear in the garden. It reads, "Enough games, Basilius." Oh wait, this is a pirate. "Yar! Enough games, Basilius. I am in possession of something you might want, and you must realize by now that it cannot be seized by force of arms. Propose a trade. On the back of this letter you'll find a map to a small island in the Aegean. Bring plenty of gold, and I'll bring the formula for your liquid fire, as well as the last surviving alchemist with the knowledge to produce it. Signed, King Kirillus the Magnanimous." An excellent opportunity for an ambush, I would say. We've got the wealth of the Empire behind us. We can do it. You set sail with a small fleet for the island of Krilios. For the island of Krilios indicated in his letter. As you draw near, you order the rest of your ships to disperse and cover any potential escape routes while you approach with your flagship. The Pirate King has already arrived at the small, barren island, and you make your landing with Eleni and a small shore party of trusted Varangian guardsmen. Krilios stands surrounded by his brigands. "Arr, I see you brought me wife," Krilios says. "If you think you can barter with her, you'd be disappointed, but I'll lower the ransom by a third if you promise to keep her." Eleni objects loudly at this, but the pirates push a frail old man holding a scroll forwards, and you grudgingly provide the ransom. With the deal concluded, you take Eleni back to your ship, and both groups depart. Alright, well, we lost some gold, but that's okay. You set course for Constantinople, and your men confirm that the old man is indeed one of the missing alchemists. The formula he brought also seems genuine. Before you reach the Dardanelles, you meet up with the rest of your fleet. The ambush you planned was a success. They managed to intercept Krilios and his galley, and after a fierce struggle, they captured both the Pirate King and the ransom. With the secrets of liquid fire safely returned to the Empire, and with the criminal who stole it tied up in the hold of your ship, it seems this matter can finally be put to rest. As you approach the Bosphorus and the shining city of Constantinople comes into view, you take a deep breath of fresh sea air. It is good to be Basilios. Bring us into dock. We even made some money off that. And we're kicking ass against the Pechengs here, so really, things are looking good. Countess Stoyanka of Dostorium gains that. Perfect. One day I'll get a handle on Greek, I swear. Go ahead. I guess that was probably not even Greek. Okay, so now we should... Can we not? Have another religion. Oh, well that's annoying, isn't it? So now we got to sit around and wait for a little while to take the last province. Blast. Blast and damnation. Regardless, we're on our way to improving that, and Stoyanka here will be a duchess eventually. And that'll secure things nicely over there. Well, not really secure things, but just sort of clean up the borders a bit. There's one disadvantage to having such low crown authority. It's when, you know, your people go off on adventures. The King of Norway. You guys are at war with Norway still? Alright, well, I mean, eventually that war will end. I guess, how many years have we got left in our truce? 1120, and that'll be 1124. So we still got some time left. Oh, and it looks like... Who is you? Ancona. Alright. The peasants in a province are complaining about Stewart Du Christophorios' arbitrariness. Yeah, they shouldn't be bothering me about that. Bother the Du about it. So taking a look at the Holy Roman Empire, it's looking pretty swank and big. A little bit concerning. Hopefully we won't ever comes blah, blah, blah. Let's try proper grammatically correct English. Hopefully we'll never come to blows with them. At least not until we can gobble up this bit. Because I'm really not sure who would be the stronger. We've got plenty of buffer states, thankfully. 38,000, and we're sitting at 35. Yeah, that's not really good, as I imagine their troops are just as good, if not better than ours. But hey, like I say, we've got Hungary, we've got Croatia, we've got plenty of buffer states. Assassins are a constant danger that every ruler may have to face. To prepare, you have decided to expand the size of your personal bodyguard. Perfect. Intrigue is just climbing up there. We'll get that done in no time. We might be able to get some improvements into our military skill. Time will tell. How's this guy doing? At least he's not ill anymore. We got a bit of a diplomacy, bit of a stewardship going on there. That's looking pretty good, Hippolytus. I'm excited for your reign whenever it comes. And what I'm really excited about is actually being able to get low crown authority. So just being able to appoint army leaders is going to be great. And thankfully, as the Basilios, I of course can revoke titles whenever I so desire. But, you know, the desire to do that isn't really always there. Well, there's not much I really want to do in my holdings of Constantinople, but I wonder, are there ways? Obviously, there are ways to improve things. Yeah. Blachernay there could really use some work, but I'm thinking more along the lines of let's make the cities work. So how about Galatia here? Oh, we could rename it if we so chose. I don't think we're going to choose that. Honestly, I'm thinking a toll booth would probably be good. Let's get some more taxes. My wife was pregnant, but I was away, wasn't I? Doubt besets me. Oh dear. Have you got a lover? You do. A ducus! And I mean, his stats are looking pretty good, so we'll see. Krilios. Let him rot. What are you gonna do? Go back to live in your life? Actually, let's take a look at my prisoners here, because we probably have some that would be willing to pay a ransom. I was thinking specifically the mayor that we captured. So we're sitting at 35, 45. Anyone else? No? Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, wow. We still had a Seljuk? I wonder if they've just been... Well, no, they've got a fair amount of money. Ho! Look, I know you're due to come into power here, madam, but end your damn plot. Alright? No killing your brother. Lori, that isn't... No, we're working on Azerbaijan now. Right. Yeah, thank you. That concerns me. Did you... Wait a second. But this is a matrilineal marriage, and this guy actually inherited? What did he inherit? Wow. Maybe I shouldn't have ended her plot. That would be a very good way to get a large chunk of the Kingdom of Georgia under our control. Like, this dude here owns like half the kingdom. Well, half is an exaggeration, but still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, so maybe it wasn't that big of an exaggeration. Huh. Scheming. No, it's not appropriate. I know your wife cheated on you, man, but look, you get a bastard son, and that just causes even bigger issues. We claim on the Kingdom of Norway. That is really tempting to press. I think it's ridiculous, but damn, talk about power projection. Righteous imprisonment. What do you want? No, end your plot. All this plotting, people. We can't run an empire while you're running around in the shadows, poking fingers at each other. Poking fingers at each other. We request that you honor your obligation and answer this call to arms against Queen Lopa of Navarra. You're kidding. You were not going to need help in this war. We accept, of course. But, man, if you can't win this war on your own, I don't know about having Castile as an ally. A son was born. No, you know what his name's going to be? Because we all know. His name's going to be Ducas. We know. We know. Hey, Pelagos, we know about your kid. It's very obvious. So hopefully Ducas doesn't inherit, but Hippolytus here. All the baskets. That doesn't make any sense. Do Pancratios has challenged you to a friendly game of Tzakion. Tizcanian. One day I'll learn that. I seem to be saying that a lot. You spent a wonderful afternoon playing this game of polo, and it ends in a victory for my team. So, you know, it's good to be the do. No, it's good to be the Basilios. It's not good to be the do. The do lost. We can probably kick this up safely to speed 4 and just let our empire sort of run itself for a little while. Basically ticking down the timer for the truce with the Seljuks, who appear to still be at war with Norway and Scotland and all the other people. I stumbled into a courtier eating cookies outside the kitchen. The courtier apologized just several times and then offered me a cookie as an apology for being in my path. And the cynic in me got the best of me. I lost myself in cynical comments about how the courtier was trying to poison me with baked goods, probably spoken out loud. I'm sorry, Manuel, but that cookie looks suspicious. Do Manuel wants me to stop being cynical. That is a promise I will not be able to hold, but I won't disturb him anymore. Oh, well, that's too bad. I mean, yeah, we got stats boosts, but, you know, this guy was just enjoying some dessert. The jihad for Jerusalem fails. Allah, it seems, does not favor the Muslim faithful. After a string of defeats and setbacks, Caliph Abdullah has called off the jihad for Jerusalem against King John of Scotland. So, yeah, it looks like that just ended. Strangely, I see how that's going. Okay. It's all making sense now. Anyway, back to this guy. He was just like, oh, dude, I'm sorry. Would you like some wonderful desserts I'm having? And I made him an asshole. You know what? No, that is not good. And I see, sir, that you are unmarried. But you want to get married, right? Like, this is so we go arrange marriage. It's not going to work. I just want to help you out, man. I feel bad for yelling at you about cookies. Unsurprisingly, King Ramon of Castile won, And you just grant him a claim on the perpetrator's titles. That should do just fine. They can still fight it out. That's not going to be an issue. Our last thing, we're just going to go for military style. Military skills. We'll see if anything actually comes of it. I mean, I feel bad that this hasn't resulted in kids yet. This is kind of concerning. I guess Ramon here has been busy fighting, but... Oh! Peasant revolts. Where? Huh. All the way over there? You gotta be kidding me. Okay. Raise my personal levies. That should be enough to take care of these annoying peasants. You... No. Osir, Manuel. Yeah, we'll put Nicofurius here. We'll get some good leaders on the go. March them all the way across our empire. Actually, I should look at what my cap is for my retinues. 7 out of us, so we can definitely get some more troops, which I think would be a very good idea. My wife's pregnant. Hopefully this one's mine. Oh, well, look at that. My vassals took care of it. Good vassals. We can go ahead and drop our own levies. And what do we got here? Thank you. Good work, vassals. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll just let this run. Get ourselves to roughly around the 10th of March of 1120. Just so we can get ourselves set up for an attack against the Seljuks next time. Who are you at war with? Oh! Is there a way to join your war? Offer to join war. Ah, no, not with the truce. That'll hurt our opinion. How bad would it hurt our opinion? Because I'm concerned that a duke is just going after this entire region. 3,000 prestige? Almost 4,000 prestige. We can afford it. Is it against the entire, like the whole freaking thing? It is. Who else? Invasion of Syria? Oh! Oh! What are you going after? Tabaristan. Tabaristan. I wouldn't be opposed to my empire growing in that direction, that's for sure. I don't know if taking the hit on the prestige is such a good idea. But it's such a good time to hit them. A new Christian military order has been founded by a small group of wealthy knights, the Poor Fellow Soldiers of Christ and the Temple of Solomon, or the Knights Templar for short, have sworn to protect pilgrims traveling through the Holy Land. The Catholic Church fully endorses the order. This will allow pious Catholic rulers to call on their aid, though they will only fight against heretics and infidels. They will also become the topic of fiction for the next very, very long time. Ah, we need to find you a good person to teach you. And that person is probably going to be me. Although, if I'm honest, this due of Tabriz here. Gray Eminence, which is awesome. Temperate, which is good. Brave, which is good. Ambitious, which is good. Patient, which is good. Honest, which is... All of these are good traits. Go, Hippolytus. A troubadour and his wife, the Troubaritzes, has arrived from Occitania. I hope they know Volgenlied. Yeah, we'll go with that. What's the deal? No, quit killing people. Save it for a duel or the battlefield, but skulking around, being jerks about things. I guess it is a very Byzantine way to go about things. So we got about 2 years left. And I guess, really, if we're not going to go join in this war for Tabaristan, we got to figure out where we're going to go. Edessa certainly looks tempting. Well, Edessa is good. We could try and get the little chunks left of, you know, like... Well, the little chunk of Antioch we've got left. Aleppo is looking nice and big. We might go for Aleppo, if I'm honest. And currently the Seljuks are invading these guys, right? Oh no. Attacking in the invasion of Syria. Okay. So they are going for all the Kingdom of Syria. Or maybe not. Oh no, they're going for a big chunk of that. A big chunk of that land. That's going to be tough. It's going to be real tough. Okay, well, while we got the time, let's go ahead and order some more retinues. Now, what have we got? 1,000 heavy infantry, 600 pikemen, 600 heavy cavalry, 1,400 archers, and 400 special units. So what do we want then? I guess I could have looked at this screen and it would have been a bit more informational. I'd like to get some more heavy cavalry, I guess, would be good. We have no light cavalry, so we should probably get some of them on the go. And... yeah, we got plenty of gold left. We could go for one more. Nope. Can't go for them. So, what else? What else? Maybe some more pikemen would be good. There we go. Merge that together. All in the center column. Beautiful. That'll put us up to 5,500 troops. Man, that is a lot of troops. What do we got going on? Some more freaking quit it. Just quit it. Play nice with each other. Yes, I know my demand is just. It's because I'm telling you to not freaking murder people in their sleep. Or pushing them off staircases or, you know, other sorts of medieval craziness. Hurry up and have a kid. All of my daughters. Okay, good. So we do have one. So there's the Princess of Spain. Glorious. Good. How? As my voice squeaks. I hope they know that song that I already said. How is our relationship? Man, we are doing just fine on the whole relationship front with the Muradids. Now, I hope the Seljuks are able to fight them off. How are they looking? 28,000 men compared to 39,000 men. My God, the last thing the Muradids need is the Kingdom of Syria. 1. 2, I need to figure out how to declare war for kingdom titles, because all this going after Duke stuff, that's not enough. I'd love to go after, like, the Kingdom of Mesopotamia right now. That would be a nice addition. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad that that keeps being successful. And honestly, it makes me not want to take a big old chunk of land. I guess that war ended inconclusively, didn't it? It makes me not want to take a big chunk of land from the Seljuks right now, because I actually want them to fight off the Muradids, so I can start, you know, picking this apart. Is really what it is. It looks like they got a host that they're fighting too. Like, the Seljuks here might be almost ready to collapse. I have a 14-year-old girl in my prison? What the hell? Man, who are you from? Can I get rid of you? Well, you'll go. That's good. I guess we got a few kids here, don't we? Okay, so it's not that strange. We'll just let it ride. Yeah, of course. If you could freaking pay for your children, we'd all go into town and be happy. Looks like we converted Azerbaijan at some point that I missed, so let's go ahead. Oh, wow. We've actually done fairly well here with the whole conversion thing. We got one last Sunni and one last Catholic province, or two Catholic provinces, I guess. We will go for the remaining Sunni province, or two Sunni provinces, I guess. There and there, yeah, okay. Well, we'll get that sorted. And I guess our truce with the Seljuks here has ended. And my vassal has got me thinking maybe Tabaristan here wouldn't be that bad of an idea. These look like fairly rich provinces. And, you know, we're going to, I guess, want to go that far east eventually. It seems like this might be a better spot, though, if we could go for something like Aleppo. I think now would be the time to declare war for Aleppo. Because otherwise, you know, the Muradids are just going to wind up coming in and taking it in their war for Syria. Granted, they've also got to deal with the Almoravids here invading from the west, which is helpful. And now it looks like Pisa here has decided that some section, I'm guessing Tripolentina, over here, which is occupied by some other Muslims at the moment. Not good times. But, yeah, I think we're going to go for Aleppo. Oops. That should be a fairly nice addition. And then, of course, it leaves Antioch, the last province in Antioch, Arca here, just kind of sitting there, but what have you. That should be okay. All right. This feels like it's a good place to leave the video for now. Let's go ahead and save. Yes. So, thumbs up if you have enjoyed this video. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.